Hi everyone, welcome back to another sessions where we explore mindfulness and what it means to flow with the cycle of samsara. In the previous videos, we already touched on the bigger picture, how the cycle of rebirth starts, ends, and begins again. Only when we truly understand it will we be motivated to practice, otherwise we tend to brush it off and just follow our habitual desire. In this part, let's experience directly what it feels like to be inside the cycles. Let's feel it for ourselves. So, let's find a quiet place. Sit down comfortably, cross-legged if you like. Gently close your eyes and start focusing on your breath. Inhale, gently follow the breath as it flows through your nose. Feel your chest and reach down to your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose. Notice your belly softening and sinking. Let's focus on the breath. Why? Because it's the bridge that connects your body and your mind, bringing them into harmony. This first step may seem simple, but is the most important. It lasts throughout the whole meditation, and honestly, it's easy to forget. Think of your body like a machine. If you want to use it well, you have got to understand how it works. And if it's break, you should know how to fix it. That machine is you, your own body. We also know that everything we think and do every day is partly conscious and partly driven by unconscious patterns. So now we observe carefully the cycle of life and death through every breath, every thought, every sensation across the body. Every calculations or judgment we make is processed through the six senses: hearing, seeing, smelling, tasting, touching, and thinking. The sensory inputs are delivered to the brain, which then start them as images and emotional intensity saved in our memory. Then later, we compare current experiences with past pleasant or unpleasant ones to make decisions. If those experiences weren't processed completely, they keep coming back again and again, making us anxious, fearful, and restless, both physically and mentally. But mindfulness, really seeing things as we come and go, help us respond clearly and effectively. At first, when you sit down, it might be hard to concentrate. The mind jumps around, the breath is broken, and thought just keep floating in. All feelings come back: joy, sadness, anger, worry, they all rush in. But through the breath, we begin to stabilize not just the body, but the mind too. As we stay with the breath, things settle. The breath becomes clearer, more steady, and we begin to notice how each breath, each feeling is born and then fades away. Inhale, gently follow the breath as it flows through your nose. Feel your chest and reach down to your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose, and notice your body softening and sinking. Thoughts start to come and go more gently, more clearly. We begin to observe them with calm attention. Pain in the body might still rise and fall like waves, and we experience those waves our thoughts and emotions coming and going. Before, we were too caught up in chasing pleasures outside and barely noticed the constant changes within. But now we see them, the waves of emotions rising and falling with every breath. We just need to feel them and accept them, not resist. Even when we're in pain, or even when we're feeling super excited, we observe without clinging or pushing away. We need to understand even the most intense pain or the greatest joys will eventually pass. The emotional waves come and go. Some last longer, some shorter, but they are part of the cycle. Every thought or feeling that arises will eventually dissolve. That's how samsara flows. As we sit here quietly observing, we start to see everything comes and goes, just like our breath, just like our thoughts. Impermanence spares no one. It doesn't care who you are, rich or poor, smart or simple, beautiful or not. One day, we have to say goodbye to everything we once held on to. And all of it, our memories, our fears, our worries, they leave traces in our mind as emotions and images. If we fight our emotions, they tend to get stored more deeply in our brain. Then one day, they float back and take over again, pulling us into another cycle. But when we simply observe without reacting, judging, or labeling, these emotions leave less of mark. Eventually, they fade and no longer return because the memory of them becomes too quick to stay. Understanding this is just the beginning. It's what helps us choose a more conscious path. Suffering starts to serve and what remains is clarity, calm, and inner peace. Inhale gently, follow the breath as it flows through your nose. Feel the chest and reach down to your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose and notice your belly softening and sinking. Every challenge from the outside world is both our body and our mind. Naturally, we react, trying to find balance again. Sometimes adapting to change is easy, but other times it's overwhelming. Mindfulness helps us gently bring things back into balance, one breath at a time. But when change is too fast or too strong, we cannot keep up. We face loss, decay, and destructions, the natural cycle of birth and death. In those moments, clarity becomes the anchor that keeps our body and mind calm, no matter what's going on outside. If you're just starting out with meditation, the initial result is the sense of peace and relief from all struggles. But if you want to go further, you need to really observe, understand both body and your mind, and keep practicing with consistency. That's how clarity and awakening stay with you. The next stage may challenge you as you start to really see how your emotions operate. It's like learning to drive and suddenly you are on the highway at full speed. You will notice lots of new things, but your mind also stumble because your mind not familiar with the terrains yet. And that's okay. Just stay calm, observe without judgment, keep watching your body and mind and your breath. To go deeper and start by the better, there are 4 key steps. to this practice. First, observe your body, how it functions on your body, and how it breaks down. This is the vehicle we use to experience life. 2. Observe your sensation, how you perceive through your 6 senses. 3. Observe how your body and sensation interact, how the shape and working of your mind. 4. Observe how your body and this vast external world are interconnected through your breath and awareness. The 4 steps are known as the 4 foundations of mindfulness, taught by the Buddha over 2,500 years ago. Inhale gently, follow the breath as it flows through your nose, feel your chest and reach down to your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose and notice your body softening and sinking. In this vast universe, the end of one life cycle is simply the start of another. All interconnectedness across dimensions in a simple, infinite flow. In deep meditation, we may get a glimpse of this magnificent web through the Satipatthana practice passed down through millennia. Step by step, we begin to feel deeply into each moment and discover the layer of our own being. Whether you are new to meditation or have been practicing already, anyone can do this. It all starts with the breath and these 4 simple steps. Through this practice, we begin to understand the cycle of life and death through each breath, each thought, each feeling, and every action in our daily lives. One step at a time, we evolve on the path of spiritual awakening. That's a lot for one session, so let's wrap up here. Wishing you all success on your journey. The journey in the game of the breath will become more and more fascinating if you truly cherish it. This simple habit can unlock the doorway to discovery both your body and mind. So stay tuned and keep practicing with me in this video and upcoming videos. If you have any thought or reflex, feel free to leave a comment below. And if this video has helped or inspired you, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share it with others. And thank you. Yes.